What is it that you need to be focusing on? And I want you to focus on it 3 times a day. All right? So the thing I need to be focusing on right now is not having a say or a viewpoint.
Every new discipline affects all your other disciplines. If you'll get some new things going, make some calls you've never made before, step up your activity level, step up your labor level.
Are you on the right path and understand that that's the only path you will take? Because if you operate with that type of mindset, victory is yours.
Success doesn't hold on to many people. Success doesn't connect with everybody, because everybody doesn't have the ability to connect to success. When nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, when nobody understands the measure of passion that you carry can, you keep going, don't stop, you're right there. You have to shift from being external. Focus to internally focused. Do not yield to distractions.
Right, with my wife, no more say. So I gotta wake up every morning, afternoon, and night and say, I do not have a say. I do not have a viewpoint. Let me do it over again. You think I'm playing? Because the only time we get into it is when I have a viewpoint. And I grew up thinking I should have a viewpoint. And now I realize the only viewpoint you need to have is for yourself. I done got into it with my wife about my son's wedding. That ain't my wedding. Do whatever you want to do. Why am I even in it? It ain't mine. I ain't got to walk down. I don't got to do jack. 3-hour debate about it. At the end of the day, she gonna win anyway. So why did I even get bruised to let her have her way?
Go for the disciplines, the smallest of disciplines, the least of disciplines. Like keeping your accounts in order, the smallest of disciplines. Did you ever hear this expression? I don't know where it all goes. Did you ever hear that? I don't know where it all goes. Wow. Oh, we'd love to have you run Herbalife. You don't know where it all goes. How long do you think we'd last here in Herbalife if that was your philosophy sitting at the top like Mark Hughes? Let me give you the story on Mark Hughes. Mark knows where everything goes. And he started back when he only had pennies. He started back when he only had dollars. He started back when he didn't have much.
So I wake up every day now. I want you to focus. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I wake up every day, say a soft answer turns away wrath. You do not have opinion. A soft answer turns away wrath. You do not have a say. You will win the war and not the battle. You don't never need to win another battle. Win the war. What's the war? My son's getting married. What's the war? Have enough money for create jobs for my kids. That's the war. What they do with the money, that's their battle. That's not my battle. You spend it wisely, that's on you. You blow it, that's on you. Take care of my wife, get her to California. That's the war. The battle is what the house looked like on the inside. That's not my fight. Whatever you want in there, have it. That's up to you. Just if I can get one room where I can put all my football helmets, all the places I spoke, all the paraphernalia, jerseys, signed jersey, I just need one wall, you can have the rest of the house. Why? Because I'd rather for you to have it the way you want it and have a marriage than to have all the rooms look like I have and be by myself.
But here's the key. One of the greatest extraordinary phrases that's ever been written from antiquity says, if you'll be faithful, if you'll be disciplined when the amounts are small, we'll make you a ruler, give you a position of authority when the amounts are many. Somebody says, I've only got 2 or 3 distributors, I don't know where they are. Come on. If you've only got 2 or 3, you can know when they get up. You can know when they go to bed. You can know all the details. Take care of your disciplines when the amounts are small. And then life will see to it that you get some extraordinary numbers to work with, like you saw the stories displayed here. Do not disregard the smallest of disciplines. Let us not neglect. Do not neglect the smallest of disciplines. And build on that foundation, and you can have everything you could possibly want. Okay? Get going. Here's number 4. Get better.
Focus. Why are you here? What is your destiny? One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're living. If you're walking on this earth today, prepare yourself for battles. Ahead, you're not going to win every battle because every battle is not meant to be. Sometimes you're going to need to humble yourself. What do you believe about you?
Everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. if I don't have what I need, I can go get it. Once I figured that out, the world was my playground. The question was just, where do I go get it? I don't know about that. Where do I go get it? Right. And I don't come from a learning background where I was a great student. I wasn't, my highest grade in school was a C+. And when I got a C+, I did the happy dance. And so I didn't have a background where studying was natural for me. But when I realized that if I go study something and I learn it, I own it, it's mine now, man, it was crazy because all through school I struggled. The last time I took an English class, my English teacher told me I was the weakest writer she ever met in her entire life.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. And the same year I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, Ms. Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job. Wow. And so
That's mean.
Yeah, it's just, it was demotivated people, sad people hurt. Sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal, hurt people hurt.
How do you find the strength to keep pushing through when everything in your life is so messed up?
I know some of you are there, in the darkness, but trust me when I say there is always hope. And quickly and aggressively remind yourself that you are alive.
You're broken. You're battered. You're torn apart on the inside. What do you do when your heart stops, but you're still alive? When you feel like you're giving everything and you ain't got no more to give. When your world has been turned upside down, inside out, and you can't find one reason to live. What do you do when your heart stops?
Your results will turn those who ignored you into fame. Let your results speak louder than your voice. Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you hide yourself in the boardroom and plan and do what's required behind the scenes? In order to manifest the moment, there are many people out there in the world that don't have the capabilities. You have to carry on the good fight.
See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience required for transformation. So my grandmother says, and I love to repeat this, your conviction, what you're passionate about, your conviction and your convenience don't live on the same block. They ain't even in the same zip code. So if you want to have a conviction for something, you have to sign up to be inconvenienced. We're trying to find convictions and passion and breakthrough on the inside of our box. Well, when you realize that the box doesn't even exist, like someone made up, oh, you're playing outside the box. So we all bought into, there's a box. Well, I don't even own a box. I don't even want to get in your box. You better come out here because I ain't getting in there. And so when you start thinking like that, Tom, all of a sudden, everything is possible. So I disrupt people when I say, you want to make me extraordinary because it lets you off the hook. What if the God that we call God, the divine, whatever your faith is, what if there's no partial? It's not going to give me a hookup and not give you one. Not going to give me an opportunity and not give you one. I'm just going to go after it. If I die, I'm going to die on a treadmill, like Will Smith said. I'm going to be on the treadmill running. I'm just not going to stop because I believe all things are available to us. I'm just willing to go after them. Are you willing? And then that is so disruptive because then you got to make a decision. Because it's easier to live inside the parameters of, well, as a black woman, well, as born and raised in South Central, well, I'm dyslexic. I wrote 7 books, I'm dyslexic. So just knowing, I'm not perfect. What I do really well is I manage my imperfection well. And so we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come to you, and it's an excuse to never show up and play.
You don't know the blood that sweat you. Didn't see the tears that they cried, the prayers that they prayed the countless. Weeks where they went without sleep too. Yet where they are, one of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're living. I'm just wondering if there's anybody here that wants their future, that wants to fulfill their destiny, that wants to manifest, that wants to walk in discipline and determination.
But you're still alive.
You're alive, and nothing out there, no problem, big or small, is worse than being dead. Nothing.
And I say to anyone that can hear my voice, you fight, you scratch, you claw, you push through the turbulence. That means you're still breathing. And thus, you have an opportunity to still be achieving. You are not alone. We are here with and for you. So even in your darkest hours, your darkest days, don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help. Get it. I know it's not easy, but please believe me, at your best, and even at your worst, you are loved. So I need you to dig deep and rise above your current situation and circumstances, because believe it or not, somebody out there needs you. So I'm gonna need you to figure out who that person is.
It's time for you to shop. The world, you may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to bounce around from couch to couch. You may have to sacrifice like. Nobody in your family ever asks what can. You do it behind the scenes when. Nobody's looking when nobody's watching. And nobody understands the measure of passion. Carry can you keep? Going don't stop. You're right there.